My name is Shannon McGrew from Nightmarish Conjurings. Thank you both so much for talking to me today. This is my favorite horror movie of the year, so this is
Oh,
very exciting.
oh,
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. And can we just
Of
quickly say,
course.
I love your setup.
yeah,
This
Oh,
is
thank
amazing.
you. I'm a
and thank
little
you for saying
upset.
that. It means a lot.
So to kind of kick things off, this film really spoke to me as somebody who has lost a parent. So can you kind of talk about the inspiration behind the story?
Well, our parents were really never home as we were growing up, and our grandfather would always look after us, would pick us up from school, drop us home, and he lived with us. He lived with my dad, and he passed away when we were 13, and like I remember like that hole that gets ripped out of you, and you feel like you need to find something to fill it, and like sometimes it can be a positive thing, or like sometimes it can be a negative thing, and yeah, like I just remember tapping into that and like those emotions that you have when you lose someone like that. Yes.
And can you kind of share what the casting process was like? Because what made this movie so great was that there was this authentic chemistry and relatability on screen. So what was that casting process like?
We were, it ended up being 2 years casting because of COVID. So it was difficult to find the people, but when we did, we knew from the first audition, like they were great. Daniel, who plays Otis, Zoe, who plays Haley, Chris, who plays Joss. Like when we saw these people, like, oh, that's exactly what we're looking for. It was somehow we knew from the first audition. And then Mia, Sophie played Mia. She originally auditioned for Haley, and we already had Haley, and then we're like, oh, what about for Mia? And then when everything just clicked into place.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was an amazing thing to get.
We thought, and we lost $1 million out of the budget by casting Sophie. We put our fees back in together. So did our producer Samantha Jennings. We just
because she wasn't a name.
Well, you don't know, yeah, but we do. Yeah.
Get out of here, y'all.
I think what makes this film so good too is the scares. It scared the shit out of me, and I'm not easily scared, but it was more of like that growing tension and knowing something that's happening or something's going to happen. Do you guys have a favorite scare that you did?
Oh, from the film.
Mine is definitely
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if this is a spoiler interview or not.
Yeah, like we were in love with practical effects and like how far we're able to push that, and the way we're able to execute that was we love. Yeah, I agree.
Speaking about timing and stuff for scares, I feel sorry for the post-production team because the film was exported, and then I watched when we watched like a final run through. I'm like, oh, that shot needs to be 2 to 3 frames longer. Can we? And then I made them re-export the whole film just for the pause to be right because it didn't feel right, and it was only like 2 or 3 frames, and it's a massive process to export it properly. So I felt bad, but I was like, it has to be 2 frames longer.
OCD.
Well, it's like the longer you let something as extreme as what happens go on, it makes the viewer super uncomfortable because it's like it's never ending. This is never gonna end. I'm just staring at this. So
yeah, and it's crazy. There's been people fainting in the cinema from that, which is nuts. Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, it's not awesome. It's awesome, but not awesome. But yeah, it's awesome. And so for my last question for you guys, with everything going on, do you have anything to say to the writers or actors that are currently on strike?
We support you, and like everyone standing together I think is so amazing, and yeah, even our actors that aren't SAG are not coming to the premiere, and like we're all in unison, and we support the cause for sure.
We're all here to make movies. Let's make movies
Yes.
together. Come on, everyone, share the love, share the love, share the love.
Thank you guys so much. I cannot wait to tell everybody about this film. I'm so excited for the horror genre to experience this. So thank you both so much. It's been a pleasure.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thanks
Nice
so
to meet
much.
you.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you too.